Welcome back to Solent Tonight. Recapping our top stories this evening, and there won't be an appeal against a planning decision not to allow a wind energy farm at Wellow near Yarmouth, but talks are continuing over plans for a smaller wind farm on the site. And a post-mortem's revealed that a man killed in a house fire on Tuesday morning died from the effects of smoke inhalation. An inquest opened into the death of 24-year-old David Ward from Worthing in West Sussex. Now, the annual fundraising Race for Life takes place on the Isle of Wight this Sunday. 1,500 women are expected to line up at the Medina playing fields off Fairley Road in Newport before running, jogging and walking the 5-kilometre course. It's just one of many races which are taking place across the UK. Here, organisers are hoping to raise more than £100,000 to fund research into cancer treatment. The race gets underway at 11 a.m. Let's take a look at the latest local sports news now. Duncan joins me.
Lucy, thank you very much. Let's start tonight with the expectation and anticipation of a major international sports event which is beckoning for more than 30 of the Isle of Wight's best sporting youngsters. They are heading off to the French island of Corsica in the Mediterranean Sea. They leave the Isle of Wight on Sunday and they're going to be competing against more than 20 other islands from around the world. Now this week, Solent TV is speaking to the youngsters who will be representing the Isle of Wight in 5 sports. Already we've seen the sailing, swimming and tennis teams preparing for Corsica. Tonight a double bill to conclude our previews. First, another of the Isle of Wight teams making their Youth Games debut. It's the gymnastics duo who've been trying to perfect their poise and precision in training at Carisbrooke High School.
Unfortunately, we're not in our own gym, we haven't got our own equipment, so both girls travel quite regularly, weekly to the mainland to go and train as well, over at Pitt Street and other places where they've got a gym that's purpose-built, ready, for all their moves that they need. And the girls that we've chosen have put a lot of hard work in, and they've been doing actually gym since the club started for over 6 years, and they train regularly, sort of 15 hours a week, giving up a lot of time and a lot of effort just to, really focus on their gym. And it's just a brilliant opportunity for them. Not everybody's ever going to have this opportunity.
You need upper body strength and you need to have good arm muscles to be able to pull yourself. It's quite nerve-wracking because you don't really know what's going to happen, and one day you could be really good and the next day it could all be bad and you never know what's going to happen. You just try and stay calm.
Yeah. Some people take their anger out.
Yeah. So you can, you just try and keep as calm as you can and try not to worry about it so much that you're going to mess it.
Now, the biggest single squad heading to Corsica on Sunday will be the team from the Isle of Wight Athletic Club. 13 of our best athletes are going to the Games, some making their first appearance, others trying to take advantage of their experiences at last year's Games on the Italian island of Sicily.
It was really weird because I last went to Sicily and we're at the starting blocks, and then they said get ready, set, go in different language, and it was just really overwhelming because all the different athletes, and it was just really professional. They called you out at open ceremony, called you out from the Isle of Wight, from England. It felt really, really good. So yeah.
What kind of things did you learn in Sicily at an event like that last year?
You learn how to improve your training and stuff. I mean, you see other people who are very high standard, and you learn different drills and different ways of warming up and stuff, so it's a good experience.
I remember in year 7 where in long jump I went up from about 4.40 metres to over 5 metres, and it just felt so easy when I did it. I just couldn't believe it. It's such a big improvement for 1 year.
How are you feeling about the possibility of competing in a World Island Youth Games?
It's quite daunting really at my age, but it's such a privilege to be able to do something like that at my age, and it's a great experience for me.
It's the highest competition I've been in, and the highest I'm going to be in for a while, unless I come top 2 in English schools, which it's not the most realistic thing that could happen, but next year it could. But it's the highest competition I'll be able to do for a while.
It gives you confidence. You want to really run against the top athletes of all over the world from the different islands.
It's a good buzz when you're on the start line. It's good competition. Just it's a laugh, isn't it?
And what motivates you?
I'm trying to beat him. I ain't done it yet.
How much? How much rivalry would you say there is altogether in the Isle of Wight team?
It's quite a bit in there.
Only between me and you.
Yeah.
And how does the setup here on the Isle of Wight help?
It helps a lot. Everyone's always behind you. It's like a family on the Isle of Wight. They always try and stay behind you, try and want the best out of you, and everyone's just always behind you with everything. They're always cheering you, always wanting you to do better rather than rivalry, and it's just a great atmosphere.
It makes me a more sociable person, made me a lot funnier, and it gave me confidence and commitment, and now I work a lot harder at everything. It's good. Yeah.
How does athletics give you more confidence? How do you think it affects you?
Because when you do bad, you don't say, "Oh, I've done bad." You say, "How could I have made that better?" And then you like try again next time, make it better, and then you like improve on that, keep building on it, and when you add it all together, you get more confident in yourself, and you actually do get all the best performances and stuff. Hope we win a medal. Yeah, yeah. So I can't.
Okay, that's brilliant, mate.
On to Speedway now. The White Link Islanders are embarking on a tough triple test of their ability on two wheels this weekend. Dave Croucher's riders are on a northern tour with 3 matches in 3 days. Tonight they're in Scotland to take on the Edinburgh Monarchs in their opening Premier League fixture of the season. Team news for the Islanders tonight. 20-year-old Scot Cal McDade is a guest rider for the injured Chris Johnson. He's absent for the whole northern tour because of a shoulder injury he suffered while racing for Mildenhall earlier this month. But Australian number 2 Corey Gathercole is back with the Islanders tonight after recovering from a similar injury. On Saturday night, so long as there's not another floodlight failure, the Workington Comets should be hosting the Islanders at Derwent Park for their rearranged Knockout Cup first leg tie. The Islanders had been leading last time when racing was abandoned because the venue went dark. Sunday sees the Islanders back in Premier League action when they race at the Newcastle Diamonds. Weymouth rider Gary Flint is the Islanders' guest on both Sunday and Saturday, and the Isle of Wight are back at Smallbrook Stadium on Tuesday night when it's the return leg of their Knockout Cup tie against Workington. That's also when Chris Johnson is due to return from his shoulder injury. Staying on two wheels, all the best to Islander Becky Cook, who competes at Shorewell Chalk Pit tomorrow when she hopes to maintain her lead in this season's British Ladies Trials Championship. And finally this evening, just a week after Walk the White, or Walk the Washout as some called it this year, there's another 26-mile test of stamina and endurance on the island this Sunday. It's the Isle of Wight Marathon, which celebrated its 50th anniversary last year. This year's race starts from Ryde Canoe Lake at 11 o'clock on Sunday morning, when 170 athletes are due to run through Newport, Rookley, Godsill, Shanklin, Sandown and Brading before finishing back at the Canoe Lake in Ryde. Good luck to all of those involved. Now, don't forget you can stay up to date with the main local weekend results through our website, solent.tv. And if you're an Islander heading to London this weekend for the first FA Cup final at the new Wembley Stadium, we'd love to hear from you. Do email us your stories and photos from the big day out to sport@solent.tv. And that's all the sport for now. Sport is back on Monday from 7. Lucy.
Thanks very much indeed, Duncan. Now, the Isle of Wight Walking Festival continues this weekend with a chance to meet the stars of a brand new television series about the tigers of the Isle of Wight Zoo. The Tiger Trail Walk takes place on Sunday at 11, just a few hours before the first programme in ITV's new 7-part documentary series about the Sandown Base Zoo. It's home to 18 tigers, including a rare white big cat. The walk will take place at the Seafront Zoo, which is privately owned and was set up in the 1970s. The first part of Tiger Island will be broadcast on ITV at 6 o'clock on Sunday evening. That's the way things look across the island this evening. We're back tomorrow from 7 with more news. Back on Monday rather, direct from our Newport studios. In the meantime, if you'd like to contact us, you can phone us on 0871 50 80 188, email news@solent.tv or text us on 81333, making sure you put the letters TV at the beginning of your message. You can also keep us to date with all of the island's news by logging onto our website, that's solent.tv. From there, you can watch programmes you may have missed, comment on stories and get all the news to your mobile phone by visiting solent.mobi. Now, tonight's main stories, and there won't be an appeal against a planning decision not to allow a wind energy farm at Wellow near Yarmouth, but talks are continuing over plans for a smaller wind farm on the site. And a post-mortem's revealed that a man killed in a house fire on Tuesday morning died from the effects of smoke inhalation. An inquest opened into the death of 24-year-old David Ward from Worthing in West Sussex. That is it from everyone on the team here. Do have a great weekend.